I'm working on a different folio album today, and I'm just going to show you how to put the 3 signatures or pages, whatever you want to call them. I think they're mini folios, into the mat board album. And I'm not finished, but I have it ready to go. In fact, I have it too ready to go because this was supposed to be an envelope page and I already have adhesive on it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And I find it's easier to decorate outside of the album. I have some cards made ahead that have black card on the back, big enough for a picture, small enough for a tag, and when I finish decorating, I will add them to the albums. I also spent time making some doodads, and I just used liquid glass. You could also use clear accents, same thing really. And I'm going to add these for my page magnets. And I just haven't decided what color yet, but I dried them overnight so they're all ready to go. Claire Chevelle teaches this on a workshop if you want to make the same album. She used the new Sir Vagabond aviator paper for hers, and I'm using a time paper for mine. I put nothing on the back yet. It's one of the simplest bases to make. It is 3 pieces. 2 pieces are the same, and then a shorter piece. So when they're folded over and the 3 signatures are on, this will have a little bit of overlap. And I put ribbon under the cover so that this can expand with photos, and then it'll just tie on the side here. So I have 3 places, and this is my first signature. I'll show you the signatures. They're not completely decorated, but getting there. This one has a waterfall, and I've used almost all of the pages in my packet. So, in fact, I used 2 of some. So I have a clear acrylic page here, and I actually made a mistake, so it can be a double pocket because I had to add a piece. That's one reason I had to use two papers there. I had to add a piece so I could make these acrylic pockets. But I really like the acrylic pockets. I'm not sure what's going to go in them. Then I have a waterfall, and this is not decorated at all yet, just underneath is. And I'd like a strip, a continuous strip possibly, for the waterfall pages, and possibly more acrylic to protect the photos. But I haven't decided that yet. So I just want to get it in the book, and then I'll start considering how to make it. So that's my first folio. Let's see. The second one is the main folio, or the sort of complicated, and again, I'm not finished with all the pieces yet, but it says, time is an illusion, how long is forever, sometimes just 1 second. And I'll add some doodads here. This one has a pocket on the side of my flap, and a pocket here on the side of my flap. This is the part I haven't decided yet. I had some big cards for the inner flaps, and I don't know if I want to put one and make a small flap on it when I open it up, or if I want to just decorate and make pockets. So this is still questionable, but the pockets open up, and here's the top one, and it's not all decorated. As I said, I'm getting low on some of the paper, so I have to just think very carefully how to use my scraps. But the inside is not decorated, but I can put, it's just the right size for a 4 1/4 by 6 page picture. This one's a little bit bigger, but has room for 2 little pictures here. But I do want a background paper for the big part. This has a little magnet to keep it closed. And this is a mirror image of that. 2 little doors on the sides. It has another waterfall, this time in the upright position, or portrait position. I have one more. I wasn't sure how high I wanted it to go. But this is also going to have a little design on the bottom of the pictures and possibly plastic. This is on a band, or like a belly band, so you could actually put a big folder or picture in underneath there. Right now I'll just store my, so you can store photos or pictures there. You can store them under the belly band. So I don't know how this one will end up, but it's ready to go on. And my last one is a very bright color, and I put 2 magnets on it since sort of going, I have 2 magnets here, and it's going toward the second, but it's sort of flexible so it can go wherever, let's see, it can go as fat as I want it. When I put my liquid glass, sometimes this little extra liquid glass slips off while it's drying. So you can just trim the liquid glass right off with scissors. Okay, this one is a very simple folder with, oh, I have a piece that's not on yet. I'll have to do that. It has 2 acrylic pockets on it. Now sometimes if the double-sided tape doesn't stick, I'm putting little 3/8 inch papers in the slit there. If the double-sided tape doesn't stick, you can always add some tacky glue to hold it very tightly. So this also has another, what do they call it? Waterfall album, room for lots of photos, and acrylic pockets on the side. So now this one, because the back page is larger than the first page, should be a pocket here. So I should only have to take off these pieces. I'm going to start just by doing that. I'm taking off the liner of the double-sided tape. And I'm only, oh, am I doing the right one? I am. Doing 3 pieces off. And I want this, first of all, to go on well, and I want it to stay on well. So I am going to add a lot of tacky glue right along the edge. And then I'm going to just finger press that a little bit so there will be no bumps of glue. And this will give me a little movability too as I put it in place so it can go nice and straight into the album. Now, I think I'm going to take off just a little bit of this tape so the corner can go up and be glued. There we go. All right, this is ready to go into the folder. Let me pull it out. The folder does have a right side and wrong side, an up and a down, so the word art is up right there, and also there's a woman's face on the under panel, so you want to make sure that's going in the right position. And I'm going to put it right at the fold of my album down here. And I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch, a little bit more. When I think I have it in the right place, I'm just going to go open it up so I can get to the bottom for rubbing it or burnishing it. And remember, I only have adhesive and in a U formation here. And that's going to give me, when it's closed up, a pocket. It's also another pocket I forgot about. Behind my waterfall, there's a pocket because this is set on a background. So I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate these because I am getting low on paper, but we will see. So now this is in all ready to dry, and there's a pocket behind the whole back, so you could put another folder of photos there. Okay, so that's one of my folios in. Now I'm going to do the center one. Now I've already put the tape on, and if you put it first, it's easy to get off. And there's quite a bit of black showing, and that's why I have in the spines I added color, and whoop, this one keeps coming off. And not only in the spines, but the in-between score marks I added 3/8 of an inch color papers. And I didn't quite coordinate them carefully. They could be, if I had more paper, I'd probably color match it a little bit better, but I tried to go from a light, medium, and dark folio. So, and I tried to make the 3/8 go well with that, but it's a little bit random. Now, I always have difficulty getting my adhesive covers off, but this is a good way to get an instant stick if you use double-sided tape rather than a tape runner. But I also, if it's going to have a lot of weight, I adhere it with two kinds of tape or glue, and I add a tacky glue. Now this folio was actually made on a patterned piece of paper. The back of mine, because I needed an extra piece, I copied it, is white. There we go. Now I especially want my corners adhered, so I'll add some tacky glue there, and I will run my fingers over it to take away any bumps of glue. You do not want glue coming out a lot. And before you start playing with the album, after you place these three pieces in, you want to make sure the glue has dried so it won't move around a bit. Okay, this is still the top of my album. Again, there's a fold. I want it near that fold. It should fit right between those two. It looks lined up. When I have it, make sure it's not in, make sure nothing goes through the score part. Good. So I'm just going to open this up quite a bit and get down to the base so I can burnish this a little. Oh, I got some glue on there. There'll be a photo over that, so it won't matter. Okay, that should hold. And now we have one more signature. And that one, this has a 2-inch spine. This is, I think, 1 3/4. I can't quite remember. Let's see. Yes, 1 1.5. So now I'm going to put the last signature here. And it's the same size as the first one. The rest of the decorating, after this is dried a little bit, I can add the doodads, paper clips, accents, and of course the best part, the photos. This paper is very busy, but the time as a theme, I feel it would fit almost any photo. So it might turn into one of my travel albums. I use score tape here, and score tape is a little bit stronger than my Amazon double-sided tape, so I don't need as much glue, so I'll just add a little bit in the blank spots. Maybe I'll put some on the top in case. Once it's stuck, the double-sided is stuck, especially score tape, it's not easy to remove. So I think I will put some on here to give me a little movability in case I put it on crooked. There we go. Messy, messy. No more thick areas of glue. I don't even have my baby wipes here today. So I'm going to turn this over. And now I'm going to go pretty close to the edge and right by the score. And you'll see why I have the ribbons all in there before I do this. So it's right near the front of the album. I'm going to open it up and burnish it down. My fingers are a little sticky. Sometimes if you can't get the glue off, just rub your fingers together, since I don't have baby wipes, and the glue will come off. Okay. Now this page, you can see my tape holding my little magnet there. This page is not completely decorated, but I haven't decided, again, how I'm decorating the waterfall. I want to get under there to make sure this adheres well. This one was also, like the first one, supposed to have a pocket behind here. I think I'll put a title here instead of a pocket. I didn't do a pocket, I forgot about it. I was doing it without the video. Let's see. This looks pretty good. Okay, these are the 3 signatures. Now I can do sort of the fun part and decorate. And I'm not going to do it all now, I'm just going to show you how easy it is. If you pre-dry your doodad, I have the magnet hiding in this little tab, and I can add a doodad for location later, and it's all nice and dry. And the other place to add doodads would be the end of your ribbons. Take 2 doodads, put some glue on it, stick your ribbon in it. I made them 3/4 inch circles and 5/8 circles. Like I said, if you get any extra liquid glass on the edge, you can just cut it off. And you let that dry, and then that'll give you a little bit of weight to your ribbons. When you tie them, it will hold nicely. So they can be an accent, and they also can be a practical way to help your ribbon not fray. So I'm just going to do one there to show you how I do it. And I actually haven't tied the bow yet, so I don't know how long this will be, so that might be fruitless. I might be cutting off the ribbon after. But so this folds over, and this folds over, and then I tie a bow. So I will show you this album when it's finished. I have so many photos I'm working with right now. I haven't decided which ones are going in which album. But this makes a nice heavy album, and it's ready to go. So that's how you put it together. I will put a link to Claire Chevelle's website. It's called My Creative Spirit, And if you want to make this album also, you can do it with any paper you have. I use the Stamperia time paper. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have fun planning one of your folio albums soon. Good day, and God bless.